Hey guys, what's up? So today I thought I'd make a little quick video about the build I've been using in RoS on my monk. I've been really enjoying it. I have used a different version at 60 with a scorn, with lifesteal, but since RoS came out and there's no more lifesteal on level 70 gear, I thought I'd like to explain on like how I'm healing and how am I I'm dealing with certain situations. So let's get into the core skills that I'm using. I'm using seven sided strike, lashing tail kick, dashing strike, epiphany, mystic air ally, mantra of healing. I'm using trans, chant of resolve, the guardian's path, and exalted soul. The reason for those passives are you need spirit regen, a lot of it, because lashing tail kick costs about 30 to cast. And we have about 15, so we can't quite sustain it, but we can get a roughly, I think I'm able to get off 14 to 15, which is, really good. How we're getting our spirit back, though, is one through the 15 spirit regen we have a second. The other way is from Epiphany, and the second way is from Mystic Air Ally when Epiphany is down. Using Epiphany and Mystic Air Ally together on a boss allows you to do what I call as like a one cycle for the boss. You use Epiphany, you do as much DPS as you can. You keep going until your spirit's almost all the way out. You pop Mystic Air Ally, and bam, you have 100 spirit. The boss should be dead. If he's not, you kind of have to run around and wait for regen and cooldowns again. But all in all, it's not bad. You don't have to wait around that long. I haven't had too many situations where I'm standing there just waiting for spirit. So yeah, the legendaries I'm using for this build, well, the legendaries you should be using for this build is this Helm, a level 70 version of it, Maximus, which is a two-handed sword, Cindercoat, which increases fire damage on the chest piece and reduces the resource costs, which is huge. Getting the Cindercoat will allow you to change Chant of Resolve to either one with everything for more resist or Beacon of Utar for cooldown reduction. I would probably opt for the cooldown reduction though. That way you can have Epiphany up way more. The other legendaries you'd want is a Magefist, for extra fire damage and stuff like that. Your bracers and amulet should both have fire percent on it. Your boots should have increased, lashing tail kick damage. Hopefully you can get increased lashing tail kick damage on your helm as well. For your chest piece, anything will work. Increased damage to 7-sided strike is optimal, but it's not necessary. It's just a nice thing to have. As far as stats that you're gonna look for and want, it's pretty much the standard resists, HP, dexterity, crit and crit damage. That's about it. You wanna be at around like 40 plus crit with the build. My crit damage is a little low. I'd want to be at like 400 optimally, but 390 is where I'm sitting at. It's not too bad. Paragon points, make sure your movement speed is capped. Mine isn't because I messed up my Paragon points. So let me fix that real quick. And then for me, I've been putting in maximum spirit. I like that a lot. Offensive, crit damage, figure out which one you need more of. Defense, all resist because we're not running one with everything and we need all resist. Utility, this is like you have to have it or the build will suffer and do less damage. You need area damage. It helps an incredible amount. I've tested life on hit, resource reduction, gold find doesn't even count here. Those two, resource reduction is really nice. So say if you're Paragon like 300 plus or like 200 plus and you have area damage already maxed out, then resource cost reduction is your best bet. Other than that, the playstyle of this build is it's really aggressive, you spam Lashing Tail Kick. Once you're out of Spirit, you pop Epiphany. If you're out of Spirit again, you pop Mystic Air Ally. For bosses and elite packs, you always want to just pop Epiphany right away. And then try to burn them down as fast as possible. The build does, really, really good damage. I haven't had too much trouble in Torment 1 while farming. I can farm it really easily. Also, another thing is you can change your Dashing Strike rune out for something else. Also, another thing to keep in mind is your 7-sided strike. If you misclick like I just did there, you will use it. It's unfortunate, but it's going to happen. So here, I just popped Epiphany, and delete pack is dead. No problems. Yeah, so this is the general playstyle you'll be using with this. It's very quick. So far, I found it to be the most efficient build, and it's a lot of fun. I'll have a clip at the end with me running through a rift, so you guys can see it in action, and not me just running around killing random shit. And then a couple notes. I will leave a list down below of the legendaries that you should have, the Paragon Points, and just like more detailed information. This was just a quick video to get this build out there, and so people could use it and have a lot of fun with it. So yeah, hopefully you guys have fun and enjoy the build, and thanks for watching. For those of you who watched to the end, I'd like to, one, thank you, and two, some other legendaries came to mind when I was thinking about what would be really useful for this build. One of those legendaries is called Reaper's Wraps. Every time you grab a health globe, you restore 25 to 30% of your primary resource. These are amazing because with these you can drop a lot of the regen passives. So you could do something like, say if you're running this build in a group, right, and you wanted more damage, you had those gloves, you didn't really need the spirit regen, you could drop, Chant of Resolve for Beacon of Ytar, you could drop Guardian's Path for Unity, or you could, pick up Momentum because you are moving a lot in this build. Siege Initiative if you're, still not that tanky, you need to be beefier. even fleet of foot to give you more movement speed. I mean, there's multiple options once you have your resource problem solved. So I think with the Cindercoat, the I can't remember the name now. One second. The Reaper's wraps, and like those two unique or legendaries would give you many more options. So hopefully that cleared some things up. Sorry if this video was kind of like not the greatest. It's, you know, I just thought I'd put it out there. That way you guys can, you know, get your hands on the build and have fun and stuff like that. And I hope you guys enjoy, and good luck on your legendary drops and stuff in RoS. Laters.